Well, hello, guys, and welcome to episode number 13. And we'll start episode number 13 because 13 is an unlucky number. We're going to talk about what happened to me earlier. And that was that we lost a ship. We lost a Gila. And that happened about a day and a half ago, a day and 1 hour. But we had been running these sites very successfully, so we were able to get us a new Gila. And really today I'm going to just talk a little bit about the Abyssal and what the Abyssal is again. And how I managed to get... let's exclude this. Let's talk about this. How I got 60 million in 12 minutes. In a little bit you'll see me do one run where I ended up getting this loot out of just running it as fast as I could. I was face tanking a lot of this stuff. Let me talk right now about this, and then I'll cover the fit that I was using. And it'll be a really short video, other than seeing the actual run. Now, I was trying to compare what the two drop rates would be, whether I go and loot the whole room, every cache in the room, or if I just went and got the bioadaptive cache, which is the center loot or the central ball that you'll see in the Abyssal. So this run was just getting the main loot and getting out. That's why I ended up doing it in about, like I said, 12 minutes. I think it was, I had a remainder of 8 something when I ended up leaving. So a little bit under or around 12 minutes. And this was the actual drop that I got for doing every single one of the room, the caches in the room, which is very slow. I actually spent 19 minutes doing this one run to end up only getting a loot drop of about 29 million. Again, the sites that I'm running are electrical, and I'm running with an Agila active fit, mostly because I can do it in a electrical storm. Basically, you get more capacitor, and you just have to take care of a little bit of stuff. And you'll see that in the last room of the video that you're going to see up next, I actually decided not to face tank the angel rats because I've had some bad experience with them. But at the very end, you'll still see me. I would just kind of loop around them and then come back right to the bioadaptive cache and collect the loot. And basically, I'm done with the room in about... I think I went into that room with about 7 or 8 minutes left. So that room took the longest, about 5 minutes, but it was still pretty quick. Let's just talk about the fit. Now, I will say that there's going to be a lot of people that correct me with this fit. But this is what I have so far, and mainly because I don't want to spend any more than I have already spent. Up on top is just the rapid lights with Cutlery Navy light missiles. And that's going to be 4 of them. I do have a Republic Fleet large capacitor battery to help with my capacity. I have a Pythium C-type multi-spectrum shield hardener. Now, before everybody freaks out, this was taken from another ship that I had already purchased. I didn't just purchase this for this fit, but it does help to have dead space modules, because they are a little bit better at giving you your shield. Now, I do have Federation Navy 10 AM afterburner just for the added speed, and for the capacity, I think this uses less capacity than the other one. The Pythium C type, uncompared to this one, this Pythium, I think it's only about 30 mil, 40 mil. Let me see if I can pull it up. Oh, I think they're overselling that. Maybe I'm wrong, but they're not too expensive. This is something common. And then the secondary hardener is just a T2 hardener. And then the last one, again, another Pythium C type shield booster. In the future fit that I'm going to have, I'm going to actually take these two and make it an extra large. Or, yes, an extra large. That will basically be doing the same thing as these two. And I will add another medium battery. So that's coming up in the future. Now, for the lows, I have Drone Damage Amplifier 2. I put in Imperial Navy Drone Amplifier. This is a little bit expensive. I think this one's about 100 mil. Yep, 100 and some mil. And the third one is also a drone amplifier Tech 2. So the range for the total DPS is going to be 633. And let me see which drones are those that it's picking for the damage. Oh, sorry, simulated. Which ones are you choosing? So yes, using the Infiltrator 2s. However, you will mostly see this in the video. Running the Imperial Navy Infiltrators. You don't necessarily need this much EHP, but it is good to have that. The recharge time, you do want to be able to recharge that much shield, because some of the times you will get neuted out a little bit, or you will take more DPS, incoming DPS, than you might be expecting. So if your numbers don't match this EHP and the recharge, so I'm talking about 440 HP per 3 seconds, then you might want to not do this. But if your skills should be fairly well. I'm not doing anything crazy with this. The only thing that I am doing, and that I kind of have to tell you that, is the clones that I'm using. I am using a mid-grade crystal set. All of the 5 plus the Omega. Alpha, Beta, Gamma, Delta, Epsilon, and Omega. The Omega doesn't do anything on its own, but it does give you a bonus to the secondary effect. So the secondary effect is, for the Omega set, for the mid-grade set, it's going to be secondary effect is 5% shield boost, and this is going to be for that one. And this one is going to also be secondary effect 3 bonus shield boost amount. And all of these basically boost your shield. So that's why we're running with this. You will basically see that I phase tank everything. Nothing is going to scare me in the run. However, like I said in the last room, I will kind of wiggle around myself towards the left side of the room, because I don't like that angel room. I didn't face any scary rooms in this run. There is some rooms in the T4s, like the Marshall room or the Leshak room, where they can loot you out, or they can hit you with a lot more incoming DPS than you can face tank directly. But in those cases, I recommend basically doing the same thing that I do in the last room, where I move myself outwards, so I don't go directly at them, but I actually continue my path in an angle in the same direction that they're at. But with this, I covered the FID. Again, I will strongly recommend you to go into the Abyssal Lurkers. They have great fits there. My fit is actually a modification of the alpha friendly T4 electrical, and it's just a little bit better than what they have, but I mean, I think theirs is almost the same. Yeah, so the only difference with them is that they don't have a faction here, and I think, yeah, these is a T2, and mine's already a little bit better than this. I did change this damage control for more damage on my drones, and everything else is basically the same. I do have the standard blue pill, and you have seen me in other videos run it, but because I do have the mid-grade set, I usually don't have to run this. However, this is here for your safety. If you want to feel a little bit safer, go ahead and use it. There is nothing wrong with that, doing that. Yeah. Now, this last thing that I'm going to show you is, let me see. Yep. So this is about, I believe it's 10 runs, and it cost me about 144 million. Sorry. Let me clear that. 144 million to buy 10 runs. They were selling for about 14.4 at the time. The filaments were. So I'm making a profit. I'm going to subtract 423. Now, this is the profit that I made over 10 runs. If I can run these sites in about 10 minutes each, then that means I can run in 2 hours. I made about 270 mil. And that's probably going to be the title: how to make 270 mil or 280 mil in about 2 hours. Now, this is not including the Leshak or all these BPCs. The shack is selling for about 17 mil, and these are not gonna say garbage, but they're very, very low and very cheap. The only reason why I'm keeping these, excuse me guys, the only reason why I'm keeping this is because I'm actually gonna research these into T2 ammo and these guns, and that's all I'm gonna be doing with that. And if I cannot do that, then all I'm gonna be doing is keeping them and either doing a giveaway or doing a big contract and just selling them all together and see if I get anything. Okay, so yep, now you will see the 12-minute run. All right, guys, let's go get started. I did take a little break, but let's go get started. You know what? Let's dock up real quick. We're gonna dock up. We're gonna make sure we repair. Everything does look fine, but that one drone has a little bit of damage. It would repair over time, but we're here. Let's just do it. Let's just leave the station with everything optimal. So again, every time that I do a video about Abyssal, you're always going to see this station and this location. But that's just because it's our test. It's our test site right now. Those other stuff you saw on the station was all because that's where I'm depositing everything. I am currently around this certain pocket, but not here. I'm just running these two right here so you can see. And the only thing I'm gonna say before I actually complete this is that you're always in danger when you're taking these sites. There's no easy way of saying that. You can always lose your ship. So every time you take one of these rifts, you need to make sure you're 100% focused and you know what you're gonna do. Okay, so you won't hear anything until the end of this. Right, and just like that, I finished that side in about 12 minutes. It is completely possible that you can finish that side a lot faster than me. I was face tanking a lot of that room, except that last room with the angel rats. I don't usually want to take on those ships lightly. I have had some bad experience with them, so especially with that red cloud you guys saw around me. Um, it would have just made my radius a lot bigger. So I didn't want to die there. So I obviously, instead of just going straight to the pod, I actually went a little bit off, and then I kind of continued a little bit off, and then I just circled back to the pod. At the end of that room, clearly I had no problems with it. So with that, I'm gonna leave this video. Um, you can make a lot of profit, and the profit is out there. You can basically take no time to doing this, or take your time and learn them. Do a tier 3, tier 4, and you can go all the way. But like I said, now I always will say, I'm just giving you a little bit of information. Go out there and research more. Join the Abyssal Lurker group. They're a great place so you can bounce ideas and see if it works for you. It works for you. All right, guys. I'll see you in episode 14.